Under the vast sky of the Cantabrian countryside, 1868, Modesto Cubillas, a weathered hunter, trudges through the rocky expanse. His loyal dog trots ahead, a shadow against the sun-baked earth, nose to the ground, leading the way. Suddenly, the dog vanishes, swallowed by a narrow crevice hidden amidst the rugged landscape. Modesto halts, his keen eyes scanning the silent, rocky terrain where his companion disappeared. A tense stillness hangs in the air, broken only by the distant cry of a hawk. As Modesto prepares to investigate, at the cave entrance, Cubillas strains, muscles screaming, as desperate whimpers of his trapped dog fill the air. The dog is wedged, a helpless prisoner, between a merciless pile of fallen rocks. With a final, agonizing heave, Cubillas dislodges a massive stone. The earth shifts, revealing a dark, narrow opening, a secret hidden for centuries. The hidden entrance to the Cave of Altamira yawns open, a beckoning abyss. A silent promise of untold stories lies within the darkness, waiting to be rediscovered. In Sautuola's study, lamplight bathes Marcelino in a golden glow as he pores over ancient stone tools. The air hangs heavy with the scent of aged paper and forgotten lore. Cubillas stands, a shadow of unease, nervously clutching his hat. His voice barely a whisper, Cubillas speaks. "I found them, sir, in the cave." Marcelino's intense gaze shifts, a spark of triumph flickering in his eyes. Cubillas continues, his voice filled with anxiety. "Just as you suspected, Sautuola and Cubillas arrive at the Altamira cave entrance, curiosity etched on their faces as they peer into the darkness. Sautuola's eyes adjust, revealing scattered black marks adorning the cave walls. Animal bones litter the cave floor, whispering tales of the past beneath Sautuola's feet. A sense of mystery fills the air as Sautuola studies the ancient cave, its secrets yet to be unveiled. The year is 1879. Sautuola's estate basks in the daylight, poised for another excavation. Sautuola, weathered but determined, readies his tools for Altamira. 8-year-old Maria watches, her eyes reflecting pure, childish excitement. Maria's voice rings with youthful eagerness. "Please, Papa, can I come with you?" A father-daughter bond, about to unearth history's secrets together. In the depths of Altamira cave, Sautuola's brow is furrowed as he meticulously scans the cave floor for artifacts. Dust motes dance in the dim light, illuminating Sautuola's hands as he brushes away layers of history. Maria, restless and bored, wanders deeper into the cavernous space, her soft footsteps echoing. Her gaze drifts upwards, drawn away from the mundane dirt towards the unseen heights of the cave. A sense of wonder begins to fill Maria as she looks up, her boredom fading into curiosity. Flickering lamplight illuminates the rough, ancient walls of the Altamira cave, shadows dancing with secrets. Maria stands mesmerized, the caverns chill, unnoticed, as her gaze lifts towards the cave ceiling. Her breath hitches, a silent gasp of awe escaping her lips as she beholds the sight above. Eyes widen, reflecting the soft glow, as she takes in the ancient art, a connection forming across millennia. Her voice rings out in the vast space, filled with innocent wonder. "Mira, Papa, bueyes pintados." The painted oxen come to life in the flickering light, ancient spirits awakened by a child's discovery. Inside Altamira cave, Sautuola rushes towards Maria, his face alight with awe at the sight of prehistoric art. He gazes at the paintings with a keen eye, marveling at their intricate details and unexpected sophistication. The ancient artwork comes alive under Sautuola's intense scrutiny, each stroke telling a story of a forgotten time. His fingers trace the contours of the painted figures, a silent connection forming between him and the artists of millennia past. Sautuola is lost in admiration, his expression reflecting a profound respect for the artistry before him. In the dim, flickering lamplight of 1880, Sautuola pores over his cluttered desk, Sketches of ancient cave paintings are meticulously spread before him, each line drawn with purpose. His brow is furrowed in concentration as he meticulously documents his groundbreaking findings. The air is thick with anticipation as Sautuola prepares his pamphlet. Each stroke of his pen echoes with the weight of history and the thrill of discovery. Sautuola, in his study, is a beacon of knowledge in the quiet night. The air vibrates with the clang of machinery, heavy with the scent of ink in the bustling 1,880 seconds printing press. Amidst the organized chaos, Sautuola, a distinguished man, surveys his domain with a discerning eye. Mountains of freshly printed pamphlets rise, testaments to his tireless work and unwavering vision. He lifts a pamphlet, his eyes gleaming with pride, a silent acknowledgement of a hard-fought victory. In 1880 Paris, Émile Cartailhac stands at a lectern, his spectacles gleaming under the lights of the scientific conference. With a flourish, he gestures to slides showcasing crude stone tools, his expression conveying unwavering conviction. A skeptical audience, a sea of formal attire and furrowed brows, observes Cartailhac with mixed reactions. Doubt hangs heavy in the air as Cartailhac addresses the assembly, his voice resonating with authority. "I assure you, gentlemen," he declares, his tone dismissive, "Paleolithic humans possess no artistic skill." His words echo through the hall, challenging the very notion of early human creativity in the eyes of his peers. Under the dim glow of an oil lamp, Sautuola pores over reviews, hope flickering in his eyes in the confines of his study. The hopeful light in Sautuola's eyes begins to dim as he reads the damning words. Lines of disappointment and anger etch themselves onto Sautuola's face with each passing sentence. The reviews become instruments of torture, each line cutting deeper than the last, shattering his spirit. He is accused of fraud, forgery, the narration echoes, sealing Sautuola's despair in the quiet room. Sautuola's world crumbles around him, illuminated only by the lamp and the harsh light of accusation. In 1880, a band of skeptical scientists approach Altamira Cave, their faces etched with doubt. Led by the stern Cartailhac, they prepare for a preliminary examination, their expressions dismissive and condescending. Sunlight streams into the cave entrance as they enter, casting long shadows that dance across the stone. Their cursory glances reveal a lack of genuine interest, hinting at the revolutionary discoveries awaiting within. Sunlight illuminates dust motes in a grand hall filled with stern scholars. Cartailhac stands tall at the podium. Cartailhac's sharp voice cuts through the air. A crude, modern forgery, a blatant attempt to mislead. Sautuola sits in the audience, his face paling under Cartailhac's damning words. A ripple of murmurs spreads through the Congress, all eyes turning towards Sautuola. The air thickens with disbelief and judgment, the weight of the accusation heavy on Sautuola. Years later, Sautuola stands before a small gathering, his face lined with years of conviction. His suit, once sharp, is now rumpled, reflecting his ostracized state. He gestures, passionately defending his discovery of the Altamira cave paintings. Scoffs and laughter meet his fervent defense, a cruel echo in the open air. Sautuola's grand estate shows signs of neglect, mirroring his fading reputation. His unwavering gaze reflects a spirit unbroken despite the ridicule. Sautuola lies pale in the dim light, his breath shallow. Shadows dance on the walls, mirroring his fading strength. His spirit is crushed. Maria watches, her face a canvas of worry and profound sadness. Maria whispers, her voice filled with love and grief. "Rest, my love, rest." Sautuola's eyes flutter closed, his grip loosens. A final breath rattles in the quiet room. The candle flame flickers, casting a final, fleeting light upon the silent form. His legacy uncertain, a disgraced man breathes his last, leaving behind a world of unanswered questions. In the French countryside, sunlight bathes the fields, as a team of archaeologists gathers near an overgrown hillside. They stand before a cave entrance, nature slowly reclaiming the stone. Ancient debris seals the cave's mouth, hinting at long-forgotten secrets hidden within. Dust motes dance in the light as the team begins to clear the entrance. Each removed stone echoes with the promise of discovery. A sense of anticipation hangs heavy in the air as they work, the past about to be revealed. Inside the French cave, archaeologists huddle, their lamps casting an ethereal glow on the ancient, untouched walls. Eyes widen with awe as they trace the outlines of newly discovered cave paintings, a window into the past. Murmurs of excitement ripple through the group, a symphony of intellectual thrill echoing in the cavern. Fingers point, gestures animated, as they identify stylistic echoes of Altamira's famed artistry. Each stroke, each pigment, a whisper across millennia, connecting civilizations through art. The cave becomes a sanctuary, a place where time collapses and human creativity reigns supreme. At the scientific conference in 1902, Carthelhack's grave expression captivates the attentive scientists. Carthelhack, his face a mask of determination, addresses the assembly from the podium. A hush falls over the room as Carthelhack speaks, his words carrying the weight of anticipation. "I intend to visit Altamira," Carthelhack declares, his voice resonating with purpose. The scientists exchange glances, a mix of curiosity and skepticism swirling in the air. Carthelhack's announcement hangs in the balance, poised to challenge established beliefs. In 1902, Carthelhack, weathered by years of research, enters the vast Altamira cave, his footsteps echoing. A small group of scientists follows, their faces etched with anticipation and curiosity. Carthelhack gazes at the cave paintings, his eyes reflecting a newfound respect. The ancient art surrounds them, a testament to forgotten stories. Light reveals the intricate details of the paintings. The scientists stand in awe, history unfolding before their eyes. In the dimly lit office, Carthelhack, a scholar etched with age, is absorbed in his work. The scene bathed in the warm glow of an oil lamp. The air hangs heavy with the scent of aged paper and ink as Carthelhack meticulously writes, brow furrowed in deep concentration. Carthelhack writes his landmark paper, Mea culpa don septique. A voice narrates, as the scholar's quill dances across the parchment. Each stroke of the quill is a testament to his dedication, a silent acknowledgement of past errors. He publicly apologizes for his error. The narration continues as Carthelhack commits his words to history. The scholar's act acknowledges the authenticity of Altamira, sealing its place in history. The printing press roars, filling the air with its rhythmic clang and the scent of ink. Ink-stained workers hustle, feeding paper into the monstrous machines. Copies of Carthelhack's Mea Culpa pile high, fresh off the press. The scientific community awaits this groundbreaking publication. Anticipation hangs heavy in the air, thick with the promise of revelation. Sunlight paints the Sautuola home as Carthelhack, aged, faces Maria. Tension hangs thick, unspoken words filling the space. Carthelhack's voice breaks the silence. "Maria, I have come to offer you something I should have given you long ago." Maria's gaze is steady, expectant. "And what is that, Professor?" "My deepest, sincerest apology," Carthelhack admits, his voice heavy with regret. "I was wrong." Visitors gaze up in awe at the Neo-Cave, a meticulous recreation of Altamira's ancient wonders. Sunlight streams into the replica, illuminating the Paleolithic art that sparked a revolution. A polished plaque gleams, a tribute to Marcelino Sanz de Sautuola, the discoverer. Echoes of the past resonate, bridging the gap between modern eyes and ancient hands. The Altamira cave entrance, weathered by time, stands silent as the sun dips low. A barrier guards the cave, keeping its ancient secrets undisturbed. Sunset's golden light bathes the rough stone, highlighting every crevice. A voice echoes, tinged with sorrow. This is the story of Sautuola's tragic vindication. The cave remains, a monument to history, justice, and enduring mystery.